Has Carnival responded to those ghastly kids being in your Serenity area? We also have new information on Disney Adventure. And a crew member has been arrested. All this and more coming up next. Well, howdy there, Balance Escapes friends and family, and welcome back for another edition of Cruise News that you can use. So just before I came out here at Center Stage, I did check, and we are not bringing out party bells yet, as I still only have 49 subscribers. I need one more subscriber. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, you need to be subscribed. So subscribe, turn the notification bells on. Let's get rolling. So the Disney Adventure is going to have 7 areas, okay? And if I'm looking down like I'm reading, it's because I am looking down and reading. So it's going to have 7 areas. It's going to have the Disney Imagination Garden, which is going to be an open-air performance venue. It's going to celebrate 100 years of Disney Adventure. And then they're going to have the Disney Discovery Reef, which is going to be shops and dinings, inspired by The Little Mermaid, Lilo and Stitch, and Finding Nemo, and Luca. They're going to have San Francisco Street, which is going to be inspired by the Big Hero 6. It's going to be an assortment of interactive games and activities, shops, and cinemas. Wayfinder Bay is going to be an open-air oasis under the sun. They're going to have what they call Town Square, which is going to be lounges, coffee shops, restaurants, and entertainment venue. It's going to be featured after Tangled, Cinderella, Frozen, and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And then, of course, the place I've been looking for, Marvel Landing. It just says it's going to be a venue to offer all new attractions and experiences. So that's kind of like secretive. I still want to know what's going on there. And then you have Toy Story Place, which is going to be an area to explore, create, connect, and have fun. Which I don't know. I thought that was the whole purpose of a cruise ship, was to explore, create, connect, and have fun. So Disney, you're a little behind on that. Carnival and Royal Caribbean's been doing it since 1972. So, anywho, that is the 7 areas. As I get more information, I will bring it to you. So John Held got a complaint about children. When I say children, I mean an infant being in the Serenity area. The person asked John if a baby in a sling, or an infant, let me say infant, in a sling, being breastfed or not breastfed, should be allowed in the Serenity area. John basically said that, you know, mothers can breastfeed anywhere. They don't have to cover themselves up. Whether the baby is being breastfed, not breastfed, he was not too sure of that, but he did state Carnival's policy as he was not sure of the situation and what was actually going on. He did state that children are not allowed who are under 21. He was basically, from what I gathered, basically saying that people have to use their own judgment and people need to stop complaining so much, is basically what I think John was trying to say without actually saying it, without seeming rude, because he is in a position with Carnival that he has to always seem objective, whether he is or is not. He can't actually just come out and just say stuff like me and you can on our message boards, because we don't care and we hold no official position. But I understand the Serenity is a adults only area for what it says, Serenity, for peacefulness. And I do see the point. I'm not going to lie. I do see the point of people getting upset when people bring their children through the Serenity. I have been guilty of doing it. I have brought my nephew through the Serenity looking for my wife, but I tell him, I say, shh, this is a quiet area. No talking. And I have found that if you are walking with your child looking for somebody through the Serenity area, the crew will not say anything as long as the child is being quiet. They just don't want children up there running around, stomping around, making a bunch of noise. But I have found out that if they know that you have told your child to be quiet, that you're just looking for somebody, you're just passing through, looking for your husband or your wife or whatever, and they're going to let you do that. They're not going to be like, this is an adults only area. You know, I could understand if this was the good old days of Carnival when they actually had a deck where women could take their shirts off and lay out and get a tan. But those days are gone, folks. There's no nudity on a Carnival cruise ship. Now that would be the perfect place to have it. And that would also be the time for crew members to stop people and be like, no kids are allowed. We have nudity here. But back when Carnival did have the nude deck, there was nobody to stop people and say, oh, adults only. There was just a little sign about that big that said adults only. Nude deck. That's it. That got the kids to want to go up there. Now they have a crew member to stop people and tell them it's adults only. The Carnival still doesn't have a nude deck. As far as I know, only Virgin has that now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put in the comments if there's any other cruise lines that do have it. Let me know. But Carnival does not. So, but that's the only, that to me, in my opinion, that is the only reason why kids should not be allowed. I'm not saying stay on the deck. Okay, this person was just upset that children are just walking through the area. Okay, and a lot of times Serenity is just a few steps away from the kids' slide. So the kids may be just looking for the way up, you know? So, but in my opinion, if the kids are just walking through and being quiet, since there is no nudity on that deck, I don't see a problem with it. If they're being loud and being children, exactly. There is 1,000 other places for kids to be running around, mainly the hallways, as we know, the kids club, mini golf, the main pool deck, you name it. There's tons of places for kids to be rowdy and noisy. I understand that. And the Serenity, when we was on the Carnival Jubilee, the adults only area was very, very, very peaceful because there's so much distance between the noise of the main pool and the adults only area. Even the back of the ship was quiet. Even the non-Serenity part was quiet. It really was. So, but anywho, I'm just going to leave it right there. That's my opinion. You can agree. You can not agree. That's what the comment section is for. So a crew member on Silversea's Silver Whisper has been arrested for involuntary manslaughter. We have found out that a crew member on the Silversea Silver Whisper, that's a mouthful, has been arrested for apparently she became pregnant while she was on her cruise. I don't know any better way of saying it, that she was in employment doing her job. They're not sure what she did. They say that she was either cleaning or kitchen staff. But she became pregnant. She apparently had the baby. Her and her 2 cabin mates were keeping this baby hush-hush. They not said how the baby was found, but the baby was found in the cabin, passed away. The lady and her 2 cabin mates have been arrested in Italy and put in jail. All 3 charged with involuntary manslaughter. They're not sure if the baby died as a result of one of the other cabin people just committing murder, or did the baby die from neglect. So if more does develop on this story, I will keep you updated.